Hello everyone and welcome. And I need to ask, is everything working? This was so hard to set up Hello, hello, hello YouTube, hello Twitch. This is my first ever handcam over there on the channel. I know the audio is probably quite different because I'm not in my usual setup. I don't have my microphone and everything. I'm using a wireless headset because I need to move around the kitchen, take things from here, take things from there. So without further ado, ooh, we have hands, we have a table, are things working? And let me say hello to Predatos, to Zumu, to Photon Van, and over on Twitch to Vexel Cafe. Yes, today is a very different stream because I have unlocked YouTube monetization. Let's go! Woo! Actually, I'm doing all the gestures like woo, but I'm not showing on the camera. I need to get better at this. Yes, I am YouTube monetized. You can now join membership on YouTube. You can do super chats. Let me know if the audio is okay, the volume of my music, the volume of my voice. Sometimes I need to leave the camera zone because I'm not wearing my glasses. Why am I not wearing my glasses? I should get my glasses. But I can't read chat from this distance. I need to get closer to the PC, and it implies going around the camera and things like that. This is so scuffed. Oignon. Yes. We make lasagna, we have l'oignon, the most important ingredient. Let's go. Yes, I'm so happy. And please let me know if anyone does anything, because keeping track of things will not be easy. Just doing a little bit of a chat before we start with the cooking. Math Magician! But will you cut the onion properly? Of course, Okay, first of all, I need a professional disclaimer here. I am not a professional chef. I know, shocking, right? This started out as a meme on my channel, the lasagna meme. I don't know why we started going with the lasagna and then it just kept going on. And I decided, what better way to celebrate? I've been wanting to make a cooking stream. I can cook some dishes really well, others not that well. What better way to celebrate than to get a handcam stream, get things going, and cooking a stream. Nando became PNG for this lasagna. Exactly, I'm PNG. Maybe one day in the future I can set up things with a webcam there and a professional microphone. Right now, I could do... There's two routes if you're a content creator and you want to cook. Either you make your kitchen streamer friendly, or you make your streaming room cook friendly. You can get a portable stove, but I'm like, nah, I want to cook properly. I need to have everything set up. I need a proper kitchen. I won't be cooking. My bedroom is where I stream. I won't be cooking in my bedroom. Nah. Let me read. I am cooking with Nando. Hello, DC. Nando is like 4D right now. Exactly. There's Nando there. And okay, I have some items here because I have the opportunity to use handcam. Sometimes when people turn into VTubers, viewers wonder how much of the VTuber is fiction, how much of it is real. Well, this is my current headgear, so you can see some similarities. This is literally what I use in everyday life. This is my summer one. I have more. My first one ever was this one, which is gorgeous. It is my oldest one. And this one I bought in Scotland. I was traveling Scotland and it was my first ever beret, boina, whatever you want to call it, in Scotland. You can see it's more haggard, more old. I've traveled a lot with this one. I have another one. I have more. I just brought 3 here. I have this one. It's also quite nice. It was like the upgrade after the Scotland one. The Scotland one I have a huge personal connection with, and now, yeah, going back to the first one, this is my summer. It's a lot thinner, it's a lot more fresh to wear in the summer. The others are to protect from the rain, this is to protect from the sunlight. The lore of the first boina, exactly. I did start using them in Scotland, which is a line that is quite known for these heads. Oh, I can pet myself. Yosh, 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 yosh. Good job, Nando. Good job on the subs. And I already have some spices here because I want to be a pro. And if you watch professional chefs, I'm not a professional chef yet. They do not show brands. If I was here with the flask, I would be showing the brands, and you're like, is he sponsored? No, I'm not. If you want to sponsor me, if any cooking brand wants to sponsor me, please reach out to my business email. I am a monetized YouTuber now. Yeah, I'm that cool. But yeah, we have here some spices, some sugar. I'll be going over that as I add them to the lasagna. Yes, lasagna. If you do not know, you need to put sugar in lasagna. Because tomatoes are spicy and you need to cut the acidity, not spicy, acidic. Tomatoes are acidic and you use sugar to cut the tomato acidity. And this will be my dinner, so if I flop the lasagna, I will suffer for dinner today. Geese, so much I wanna pet Nando too, yeah. But yeah, I'm very hyped with having YouTube membership, with having fun. It's so cool to be able, like, I need to put the volume higher on what I'm listening to. And if the music starts hitting, I can just start dancing now. It's cool to be able to communicate through hand motions. Onions are already sweet. True, but lasagna does not take a lot of onions, and it takes a lot of tomato. The main difference... Okay, now we're getting technical. I'm using... Let me confirm. I think it's tomato pulp. Yeah, I'm using tomato pulp. And if you're using, for example, raw tomatoes, then sugar is more needed. I won't be adding a lot of sugar, just a little smidgen. Because tomato can come in various shapes and forms. And yeah, depending on the acidity of the tomato and the sweetness of onions, not all onions are crafted equal as well. You may need or did not the sugar. Zerzon! Apprentice Strategist, welcome, welcome. My third member on YouTube. Yes, there is cheese. Cheese is not here yet, because it's still in the fridge. There is cheese to come. And it's me, Bio, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. I cook the lasagna today. I am very excited. There is cheese to come, do not worry. This is just a sample, and this is salt. If anyone gets too salty, this is where you end up, in the salt container. And I mean, I feel so free right now with... because usually I have the microphone in my face. I have all of those things. My audio quality is quite worse for sure, but I can move around, I can dance. I could wear gloves for the stream today. It's kind of VTuber culture, but... there's a huge debate. If you're American, gloves for cooking are hygienic. If you're not American, a lot of people think they are not hygienic. I'm on the... you wash the hands, I wash them before the stream, and you do not wear gloves for cooking. That's my style. Yes, I cook the lasagna. And let's start with the first steps, which is processing onion and processing garlic. Let me grab a knife over here. That's a strange knife. Don't I have a better knife? Why did I pick this knife? Ah! Okay, just 1 second. I spilled some pepper. No! Disaster! Disaster already! And the worst part is that it's a disaster off camera. I want content. If I do a disaster, it has to be on camera. No! Okay, let me move this to there. I'll be back in 1 second. I cleaned the disaster. I haven't even started cooking. How? Ah! Okay. Get the pepper back into the container. Calm. Nice and smooth. Do not drop all the pepper flakes on the floor. Okay. You can audio right like there's no video input for you right now. It's just me describing things. There's some pepper flakes all over the table. Okay, let me sit down to make this easier, and I'm trying to funnel them back into the container. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. There's one thing, by the way, Some people, when they are cooking, like a cooking stream or something, some content creators can be hee 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 ha ha ha, I waste food. I am not a food wasting person. This is a serious stream. Whatever the result of the stream is, I'm going to eat it all. I'm not a fan of wasting food at all, and I salvaged the pepper. Pepper has been salvaged. Let's put the pepper somewhere safer, and let's see what messages I missed during the chaos. Next time you cook the pastel nata. Oh, I'm curious, I never cooked pastel nata. ASMR tragedy. While cooking the onions, pasta disaster. This is peak broero. True. Will cutting the onions make Nando cry? Oh, I wish I was a better YouTuber and Twitch streamer so I could create polls. I need to delegate more tasks. Okay, Grantost and Zumu, your next task. Instead of summer vacations, I'm sending you to like a summer camp to learn how to be a mod and do everything that the streamer doesn't have to do anything anymore. Mods control it all. All of this for a knife. I have a knife now. Knife. Pride Gaming. Nando, the new cooking mama. Yes, welcome. First things first. Onions. 1 or 2? Maybe 2. I like onion flavor. So onions, you just remove the shell very elegantly. This is still shell. Let's get a little bit of, yeah, now it's easier. Just need to remove this outer shell. This is called peeling, by the way. The scientific process I'm doing right now, it's called peeling an onion. And it is basically, this layer was in contact with dirt. Let's grab the knife the right way around. You do not want to eat dirt, so you take off the dirt layer. And no need for knife, just grab the skin, pull the skin. That's a nice looking onion, it looks rugged. No, that's too much. I don't want to... there's another thing that annoys me is when people are peeling and they take off like half of the good stuff. No, you just want to remove the skin, do not take off the good stuff. This is still... This is edible. Take off this, okay. Take off this part, exactly. Process the onion. If you're a friend of the onion will be a friend to you. Onions, one of my favorite ingredients in the kitchen, onion and garlic. I'm not Italian, I'm Portuguese, but if you're Mediterranean cuisine, you love the onion. This is a bad knife, but it's my least reflective knife. I don't want a lot of reflections. If I show my face, I show my face, but yeah, this can be removed, and now maybe this brownage, like this corner over here. Exactly. Now just a little bit of this, and I'm happy. Okay, let's put the onion down. Let's not show off for the camera. My stream will be me cutting a single onion for half an hour, and that's the stream. Perfect. Oh, dip in your bread in olive oil. Oh, bread, you toast it slightly, dip it in olive oil, rub garlic on it, like just rub garlic, and then some nuts on top. Perfection. And there's good and bad olive oil. That's a task, that's one of the dishes where you can use your good olive oil. If you have good fancy olive oil, use it just with bread. Do not use fancy olive oil for regular sauteing and such. It's already... remove the dirt. Dirt does not add good flavor. When people talk about earthy flavors in a dish, they're not talking about dirt itself. You cook a lot at home? Yes, I do actually cook a lot. Not lasagna, but and not in front of a camera. That does affect things. But I've lived alone for 10 months. And in those 10 months, I never ate out. I always cooked for myself. So I cooked a month, 30 days, 600 meals for myself during that period. Things considered, we have some hiccups in connection, but I think performance should be solid. I think performance is okay. Okay. Onion. I'm judging your lasagna and has an Italian descent. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I like to cut the onion in half. And then just chop it, but not all the way. See, you want to create a good matrix of cuts. Chop it. And you can go all the way. And now you just... Do not cut your fingers, cut the onion. That's the goal. And see how I'm scuffing it, but it's turning out nice. Okay, the end bit is always a trick. You can just randomly go, yeah. Sound effects are important. If you don't go yeah while you're cutting onions, you're missing out on the most important part. This is half an onion. And this is the other half of the onion. And 2 halves of an onion equals a whole onion. That's how maths work. Why am I so stupid today? I feel stupid, I feel happy. Cut. And I'm not crying. You are. You guys are crying. I'm not crying. I'm not emotional due to cutting onion. Nando Broeiro era true. Instead of reading I was in Italy, I read I was Italian. I was Italian a few months ago. I'll judge your lasagna against the real deal. I mean, I'm the only one who can taste it. This is where I thank my wife for getting me a food processor. Haven't chopped an onion in 2 years. Oh, but chopping the onion is an experience. I've cooked a lot. Now I haven't cooked in quite some time. This stream is me getting my cooking muscles back. And the most important thing when cutting, there's no wrong way to cut. The only wrong way to cut is cutting yourself. Doesn't matter how messy it is, as long as you're careful, that's the #1 priority in cooking. Doesn't matter if it's not all the same size or... I mean, this is perfect. And this is all you need. I feel like 1 lasagna will be enough. For the amount of minced meat, 1 lasagna, 1 onion will be enough. If I add 2, this will be decorative onion. I feel like if I add 2, it will be too oniony. I love onion flavor. Onion is one of my favorite flavors, but for this, in particular, I've been cooking for 20 years. The experience gets so all true. We need to open a restaurant. I mean, when they do the next like Red Bull Wololo, instead of being casters, us up and coming Age of Empires casters need to open like the casters barbecue spot. And all the food. There is a channel, I think it's called Colin Age of Empires, and he does some Age of Empires themed cooking. I've checked his content quite a bit. I love watching cooking channels, cooking streams. And oh, let me show my artwork to the camera. And whenever I see streamers cooking, and especially VTubers, I know I'm not the best chef, but I've seen much worse. Just chopping an onion, I've seen VTubers like, chopping an onion, I do feel I'm doing a better job than a lot of... Look at this. Embrace the onion. What a great job. Okay. Kale, can I get a slice of lasagna? I wonder how big the lasagna is going to be. It's 1 onion big, that's the lasagna side. And hello Kale, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I need to, of course, I do know that now I'm monetized on both YouTube and Twitch. I need to add some better emotes, some sub badges. Those are all in the works. I got monetized faster than I was expecting, which is a good thing. 3 cloves of garlic? Or do we do 4? I feel like 4. Garlic is good. 4 cloves of garlic. For this amount of onion, they are quite big. Do I go 5? Nah, I go 4. Kill 4. You can never have too much. Yeah, I think 4 is a good number. Once again, you just cut the tip off, and then it's a lot easier to peel. Peel the garlic. Look at that. Look at. It's like opening a treasure. Peeling a garlic and revealing that. That beautiful, beautiful layer. Oh, I can cut the butt a little bit. As I said, I do not like to take off too much of the food, but here's a perfect clove of garlic. As we say it in Portugal, dente de alho. A tooth of garlic. We do not say clove, we say a tooth of garlic in Portugal. That's the most important thing for me, was picking the right BGMs before the stream started. I feel like I'm in like a pirate tavern in the high seas. You viewers are all the sailors and I'm cooking a lasagna. Yes, the most known pirate food, lasagna. Peel the garlic. Oh, let me see messages. Will be a ton of garlic here. Guess the country. Austria? Romania? Because I associate Romania with vampires and I associate garlic also with vampires, so I would say Romania. Just randomly. And hello DZ! Over on Twitch. Close enough, Germany. Ah, I think we share it across the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Ah, nice. And I was thinking, yeah, because I also associate garlic with Italy and Romania, even in terms of language and everything, are quite close. Of course, all the Roman countries are close in language, but as a foreigner, Italian and Romanian language sounds way more similar than the other Romance languages. Let's take the trash to the trash. We don't want... Never have a messy workspace. It's important to clean along the process. A clean table is a happy table, and a happy table is a happy mind. Fun lasagna fact, vegetarian lasagna is not actually a lasagna, it's a mistake. I mean, I have a lot of great vegetarian and vegan friends, but I would have to say I agree. They are not here right now, so I can say that. Do not tell them I said that. Romanian is more akin to French than Italian to be great. I have a feeling that would be to be fair, but you did a typo. Now let's mince the garlic. I don't think that mic captures it, but this is garlic chopping ASMR. This is a lot of garlic, but I mean, garlic's good. Ah, the smell! Why is smell streaming not a thing yet? The garlic smell is so good, and once this goes there, then the smell will start. Then we are cooking, literally. And remember, be careful with your fingers. And I would be very surprised I'm not following any specific recipe, by the way. I'm just, even when preparing the spices, I was like, this looks good, this looks bad. I smelled some, I had some cumins and I smelled and I was like, I know a lot of people love cumins, but this does not smell lasagna-like. So this is half improv, half knowledge, and I wonder if anyone will try to replicate my lasagna recipe. So far, after 20 minutes of stream, it is cut an onion and cut a garlic. That's the recipe. Chop the garlic. Let's do like a... You don't want to crush the garlic too much so the flavor doesn't get out. Yeah, this seems decent. Oh, and this amount of garlic, these small bits, on a steak with some butter, salt and pepper, and you got a dinner on your hands. But today we're not cooking steak. Let me check. I'm just chilling, eating ice cream, watching you cook. Omiji, it's a 5 lasagna. Yes, it's a 5 lasagna. Not sure the first spice is the one touching the pan. Oh, it's pepper. It's ungrounded. It's weird pepper. I found it in my kitchen. I don't know the origins. Let's use the focus this time. It's this. Yeah, it is pepper. It is quite crushable. Oh, I had a bit of garlic there on my finger. Yeah, you can crush it easily. It's like pepper. Unground pepper. Smells like pepper, tastes like pepper. Let's get the focus back. Let's go. VTubers are supposed to wear full body gloves in cooking streams. True! But my hands. I speak with my hands and I cook with my hands. I need to... How do you cook without touching the onion? And I'm going to my PC and now my PC will smell like onion. Now, there are two processes here, two methodologies. And I need to think which one to do. Which is, get this golden, get this out, then do the meat. Or add the meat at the end of this cooking. Some people remove the onion and garlic, leave it to rest, then add the meat, and then add back the garlic and onion to have a better control over how much the garlic and onion cook. Other people say to just leave it in. If it gets undercooked, there's no problem, and the meat will release some water and kind of boil it, and that water will help spread the emulsified flavor throughout the meat. And I'm thinking which philosophy is better. I'd be watching my fingers every 2 seconds. Oh, I think I've talked about that with you. That you hate having textures and unclean stuff on your fingers. For me, it is okay. I leave it, put the meat on the... Yeah, because usually I wait until it's golden, but if I wait until it's golden, then it's gonna overcook. Let me grab the meat from the fridge, because now we're going... Now, fire will join the equation, so we will have to be timed. I will not use a clock. That is against my way of cooking. If it's a dessert, or if it's something in the oven, you can clock it. If you're just doing normal stuff, just use filling. Oh, and I have something cool to show the camera. Does any one of my hands do not smell oniony? Okay, this one is not that oniony. If you want to see me in Handcam form, this is something I have. Don't put the meat first. Oh yeah, never put the meat first. I know. Behold! I have a hand puppet form. I found this randomly at a store. This is not handmade, and it looks so much like my model. Welcome to my final form. My Handcam form. Yes. Oh, we did so good. Yeah, and this is not made for the channel. I found it randomly at a store. And it looks so much like me. It's so the Nando. official Nando merch. I thought you had that mission. Yeah, it looks like it. It was so random. I found this randomly. I explained escaped the virtual confinement through. This is so cool. It was meant to be. Agree. Just like you. Yeah, it looks just like me. It is insane. I've been wanting to reveal this for quite a while because I purchased it a while ago. Yeah, the green hat. I can modify it. I need to buy an army of these and modify each one for each occasion. I also need to add some eyebrows to it. But this is if you buy this from the store, I will not reveal where I bought this, you can Google it. But I will not reveal because then it's like it's mine, only I know where to get it, ha 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 ha. But yeah, this is perfect for my handcam streams. I also have here the supervisor. I brought quite some stuff. And I do not want to touch the supervisor too much with garlic hands. I have a plushie of Marine in bear form, Hosho Berin. And she's the one supervising the cooking today. I have a lot of random stuff everywhere. This is the supervisor, this is the foreman of today. Okay, let's go back into the action. Cute. Yeah, 30 minutes of stream. And I cut an onion and some garlic. Okay, I was going to put the meat. But oh yeah, I remembered. I have some spices there. I did not prepare every single one of them. And since cooking will be timed, let's get some more... Let's get some herbs prepared as well. The preparation step is important and you can take time in prep. After you start cooking and are out of prep, then you need to be fast. Let's get some manjericão. I think that's basil in English. Is that enough? Let's add some more leaves. It tastes good. So let's add a few more. I think that's enough. Mise en place. Ooh la la. Mise en place. I forgot about that term. Thank you, Lori. Making me sound all fancy with the prepping. Yeah, some manjericão, which is... That's another thing, probably some Portuguese viewers, or even if you're German or French or something, when you're learning English as a second language, some words are like, how do you say banana in English? It is banana. Oh, very easy. And then some ingredients, it's like, how do you say salsa? It's parsley. And you're like, what's the relationship between those words? Knowing ingredients in English, I remember how shocked I was. What was the tree? There was a tree that when I found out the Portuguese name, I was like, that is the same tree? What? Like eggplant and aubergine, exactly. Like how? Yes. And there's a lot of examples. How do you say chocolate in Portuguese? Oh, we say... Carvalho woke through. Yeah, we say in chocolate, it's chocolate. Yeah, quite difficult. I know that in Turkish, orange is Portugal. Or Portugal, it's some pronunciation. And this is, yeah, parsley. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Wait, what? What did I say? Yes, I'm adding salsa. I don't know if it's the ingredients itself that are shocking or something I said. I also have here bay leaf. Yeah, bay leaf. What is bay leaf? It's Loureiro. How do I know that bay leaf is Loureiro? But I'm not using for this. And if you're not from Portugal, I think some Eastern European countries also use it a lot. I present you the mythical bay leaf. You add bay leaf, it's kinda like mystical, it does nothing, you remove it at the end. No one knows what bay leaf tastes like, but somehow things get better if you cook with bay leaf. You do a soup or a stew, you throw in bay leaf, you remove bay leaf at the end, and then flavor is better. What does bay leaf taste like? No one knows. Is bay leaf good? No, I lick it and it tastes bad. But somehow you put bay leaf, you remove bay leaf. It's like, it's cooking magic. This is Portugal cooking, this is bay leaf. Very important. That's my bay leaf PSA. Now Portugal is orange in Turkish. Yes. It is true. Probably we brought oranges when we visited Turkey. Yeah, we introduced oranges to the Turks, exactly. That is the most dry door beer I've ever seen. No wonder it tastes like nothing. You dried them! I have a every house must have the flask of bay leaf. I have the flask of bay leaf. And they are dry. They taste as something. Yes, they taste as something, but what? Okay. Enough talk. Let's cook. Let's cut our... Oh. Life hack. Knife sometimes is not that good. When life gives you spice, it gives you herbs. I was about to say use Caesar tone, but that does not sound that good considering online speech. Yeah, Caesar is just 2 knives. 2 knives better than 1 knife. Oh, the smell! The bay leaf and salsa smell that's coming off of this right now. But why is it brown though? Because it's dry! You can use them dry. You store them dry. If green things go off, brown things are indestructible. That's how biology works. Once something turns brown, it will never spoil again. Do not quote me on that. That's not actual life advice. Yeah, it's dried and it turns oxidated, it turns brown. And that way you can leave it in a jar for eons. That jar right there of bay leaves, they were brought by my family in the 17th century. Those specific leaves, and we are still using the same leaves. Now that's a joke, by the way. I know that honey can be stored for like 2000 years and not spoil if stored properly. Honey is super powerful. Honey is OP. Nerf honey next patch. And I'm not talking about the online shady business, I'm talking about the thing that bees produce. Okay, I shouldn't have mixed it this much because parsley goes a lot later. The herbs go a lot later than the onion. Especially since they're fresh herbs. Let's use... I will have no use for this. Herbs, you go here. And as I said, I use hands a lot when cooking. This is all clean if it falls off the... As long as it doesn't fall on the floor, it is clean and hygienic. How do you cook without expecting to get everything dirty? I feel like we did a good separation. And I feel like it's finally chopped. Can just split a few ones by hand. Yeah. And behold! Let me smell. Ah! We have herbs. Take your herbs, chat. Yum 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 yum. You can store... Okay, let me... I store them in a small satchel that aroma just oxidizes away. I don't know if I can trust a mechanical engineer with biology. You can store them in the satchel or by hanging them somewhere as long as it's not super humid or with heat, but it'll gradually lose that taste. Nando, you don't have a set to cast in 30 minutes? Oh, I will cast that set, but as a replay, as a rec. If anyone wants to take it live, I promised I would cast it, but on Saturday, do not worry. I do not know the rules, maybe I needed to, because I told Crostella, I assume it's that set, that I would stream it on Saturday, and she's like, okay, okay. Okay, everything set up, now we bring the king of Mediterranean culture. Will any of you know, this is what I have here right now, if you were on my last stream you know, this is part of the reason why Athens is called Athens. This is an ingredient related to why Greek soil is eroded and dry until today. They are feeling the consequences of overplanting this. Does everyone know what is the king of Mediterranean culture? Oh, and good luck with the casting, Pride, and thanks for dropping by. I will show pictures of the result later on. I am yapping a lot, but we have to enjoy the process. Salt is close, but Kradantost said it correctly. It is azeit. And what is azeit? Olive oil. Olive oil, my beloved. Olives. Yeah, not olives, but olive oil. Some Mediterranean cultures use more or less the olives themselves. Olive oil is the king of Mediterranean culture. It is our main used fat. A lot of kitchens can be distinguished by the fat they use. In Portugal, we use pig fat and olive oil, mostly. Olive oil is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I agree, I agree. Olive oil is so good. And it's so versatile. And for this, okay, I have the camera set up. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this pivot. The action of my tripod. Now you can see that pan better. That's the start of the show right now. I'm the fat thing in my kitchen. That caught me so off guard. I'm the same. I was not expecting that one. We also use plenty of butter. True, mainly because of there's a lot of French influence in Portugal cooking. For example, I have some family who lived in France and they brought back the techniques, and butter is a staple of French cooking. And since we have so much relationship with the French cuisine, I think that's where our butter habits come from. So, oh, the sound. Oh, I need to do it close to my mic. Let's see if you can hear the bottle. Did you hear that? Yeah, and this is unbranded olive oil. I have like 20 liters of olive oil stored. In Portugal, it's very common. For example, I never purchased wine. People just offer wine to each other, and olive oil is kind of the same thing. Olive oil just flows. People offer olive oil to each other, and you rarely need to buy olive oil. Let's add a little bit more. Olive oil is good. And now we get the olive oil warmed up. Yeah, I have some like 11 liters right now. I've had higher deposits, like I always have a deposit of olive oil, and I refill it, it goes up and down. I am using an induction stove. I prefer cooking over flame, but this is what I have right now. So good, the uncorking, yes. And having an unlabeled bottle, I didn't prep this for the stream, this is my actual olive oil bottle. Having an unlabeled bottle of olive oil for the stream just adds so much character to it. Okay, now there are 3 methods to test if your olive oil is warm enough. Method number 1 is you just trust yourself. It's like, trust me bro, it is ready. Method number 2, I'm not a huge fan, is dropping a single drop of water. But water and oil can be dangerous, but if it sizzles, that works. Okay, there's actually 4 methods. Method number 3, I've seen some people do, is you put in the finger. I do not recommend that method. Put in the finger to see if it's warm. Nah. Do not. Keep your fingers away from the hot stuff. That sounds so... my word choice. And now, my method. You wait a little bit, and when you think it's ready... Ryuji does that sometimes. No, Ryuji! Save your fingers, they are important. You only have 20 of them, and you often do not cook with your foot. Put in a wooden spoon. Oh, I never used that one. Does that work? I have a wooden spatula. I have a spoon as well, but I prefer to use the spatula. Okay, now my method. I drop a single piece of what I want to cook. It's not sizzling, it's not ready. Like, I have so many onions. Okay, now it's starting to sizzle, so probably close to being ready. It's like you have one, if that single piece gets overcharred, it's like, oh, big deal. So I just drop, okay, let me drop a second one. Yeah, and now they are immediately sizzling. I'm just going to wait a little bit more, just get the oil temperature a bit higher. Not sure which oil the wood works best with. I'll try out the onion one sometime. Yeah, okay, olive oil is... Ah, the smell already. So now we know that it's ready. Oh my god, it already smells so good. Let's... I'm not used to using the induction. Now let's... Oh, it's sizzling. You probably can't hear it, but it's sizzling alright. The power of the spatula. Oh, it's smelling so good. Look at that. Oh, and I love how you like open. Probably the camera is not zoomed in enough. I don't have things ready. You open and then you see the oil just coming back to the pit you opened. The olive oil. So good. Oh, I forgot I should add the... Oh yeah, induction stoves are great, I agree. I'm just not used to them. I'm more used to the feel of fire. The fact that they are too fast, when I started cooking on them, I burned quite a few things. Boiling water is insane in these ovens. They warm up so fast. I think they are better, in my unbiased opinion, but I need to get more used to them. I would like to add the onion first and garlic later, but I forgot. That's the power of cooking on stream. Let me open up the meat while that cooks. Let's cook. I prefer to cook with the spoon away. And it's strange because I have my headset to hear to the BGM. Oh, the sizzling. When I remove the headset and this has noise cancellation, I can hear the... Strange to cook without sound. Okay, meat. We have here 465 grams of meat. I'm just struggling with the meat container right now. Okay. Let's plump this into a plate. And we have a brick of meat. But we need to wait for that to turn more golden. The smell! Man, I wish you could smell this right now. This is already a 10 out of 10 dish. It's funny because on my point of view it looks amazing, beautiful, perfect, like the best thing ever done. I look at the stream and it looks... Now I know why other VTubers look like amateurs. It looks so much more amateur on stream. I trust me, I'm a pro. I know what I'm doing. I'm not a pro. Disclaimer. That looks really good already. Let's go. Yeah, induction. And the best thing about induction stoves, Sumu, you forgot to mention, but once I mention, you'll be like, yeah, cleaning them. Oh my god, if you've lived alone and you're used to cleaning your own mess, on gas stoves you have all the nuances and then remove the pieces. Here it's like, whoop, everything clean. Spilled some oil, whoop, everything clean. It's flat, it's so easy and things do not stick. This is already turning golden. I want to wait a bit more, but not too much because we are adding the meat and cooking more still. Ah, the smell. Ah. Ingredients. 20 euro induction stove, 400. Lighting that makes it actually look good, 8000. Oh, that's true! That is true. When you watch cooking channels, the lighting is so important. Yeah, oh, and ingredients 20 euros, induction stove 400, lighting. And we will need to use, this is the stove, we will also need the oven for the lasagna later on. And by the way, I think everyone has things like these. It's like words that you're just bad with naturally. Like some people are bad with up and down, left and right. I mean, up and down, usually not. But there's some nuances where you're like, I'm just so bad at it. In Portuguese, for me, it's stove and oven. I keep mixing those two words. They are fogão and forno. And my trick now is that fogão is the one that sends fire, because that's fogo, and that's the top one. But I need to pause to think about this mnemonic. By head, I always mix the name of the stove and the oven, the fogão and forno. I don't know why, but since I was a kid, for the past 20-something years, since I know what a stove and oven is, in Portuguese I always mix the two names. A giant Tesla coil, yeah, some lightning here. I get that mixed so many times as well. Okay, I'm not the only one mixing fogão and forno. And I have cooked. It's not like, oh, he never cooked, so he mixes the words. No, I don't know why. My mind refuses to. And one thing that's very important when you're cooking, this is obvious to some and not obvious to others. Like, if you cook things all at the same time, it is easier to cook, because smaller pieces cook faster. If you cook them, if they're all cut perfectly, that's why cutting is important in the kitchen. And these are quite small pieces, because we want to mix in the meat and we want everything to be mixed up. So since they are quite small, they will cook faster than bigger chunks. And I like it charry a little bit, but I feel like we're about ready to drop in some meat soon. I can turn up the heat by half a point. We are cooking at 7.5 power out of 9. And let me grab a drink as well. I'm not drinking alcohol because even though I drink to party with friends and everything, I am personally against me consuming alcohol on stream. I feel like it, I don't know, it's kind of like a Puritan thing. It's kind of strange, but I feel odd in drinking on stream. It feels like I'm promoting something nasty. Even though I think drinking is good and social and everything, I don't like to drink on stream. It feels me uncomfortable. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Even though I'm doing something normal if I drink on stream, I feel like I'm doing something very wrong. That's the best way to put it, so I prefer just to not do it at all. And I have great friends who drink on stream. It's not like I'm going to judge you if you do that. Oh my god, the smell. I know that this is turning ready because of the smell, not because of the color. The color is turning golden brown. Let me refill my glass, and I'm drinking some sparkling water with lemon flavor. That's in the fridge at very cool temperature. That's my choice for today while cooking. I need to. Right now, one good thing about this stream is that I have no idea how the numbers are, because on my current setup, I'm displaying every info that I can't have any more things displaying. But I need to do these streams more often. I'm glad I chose this as a celebration because I'm having a blast. Okay. Stream, slab of meat goes padonk. And now we need to crush it, because this was made like in strands. Oh. Ah. Okay, let's keep crushing it before it cooks and mixing it up with the onions. And it should start releasing humidity, the meat, while it cooks. Releasing its moisture. Because we do not want to have strands of meat when we are eating the the lasagna. No, we want minced meat that's smashed properly. Why is I should have got a bigger pan. Lord Music, pick content, let's go, let's go! Yes, pick content. I want to become the best VTuber chef in the world. Competition is not that high. I mean, probably there's like 1 or 2 VTubers who are insanely good at cooking. I wouldn't be surprised, but most of them are questionable. It's not a skill often found in VTubing. Okay, these have cooled down. Let me get them back into the pan. Let's get this a little bit more. Let's get the heat up. Yeah, crush the meat. And this is the most important part of our lasagna, by the way. The meat itself. Like, I'm not going to make lasagna pasta sheets by hand. That's way too much for me. And the benefit you gain from the effort that you put in is not worth it, in my opinion. Nowadays, pre-bought pasta sheets are quite good. I'm also not making bechamel sauce by hand, because that's one of those things. If you know how to make bechamel sauce by hand, you can easily make a superb one. If you don't know how to make it, it's very easy to... Okay, if I turn this light on... Oh. Okay, you guys can still see things properly, because this is a lot clearer to me. It was starting to get darker. Okay, is there? Okay, there's only one piece there on the other side. Tell me you're not Italian without saying you're not Italian. Yes, yes, that is true. Okay, now I see the moisture releasing, that is good. And I can start adding some spices. Let's add the salt first. And I never measure. Just sprinkle and use feeling. Salt is important. Just a smidgen more. And now we add... this is paprika. It's not usually used in lasagna. Let's use a little bit of paprika, not too much. I like paprika with minced meat. In Portuguese, paprika is pimentão doce. Another name that makes no sense. Oh, it's smelling good. Pepper. This is all regular pepper. Let's add some of these pepper flakes as well. Use emotion, use feeling. Do not measure. Not all of them. Let's leave some for other stuff. Yeah. Chili flakes. All can go in. Chili flakes are good. There are some dishes where I do not like to overly season them. Minced meat or mushrooms are things that I feel like go great with a lot of seasoning. I think it's hard to over season either minced meat or mushrooms. Pimentão doce translates to sweet large pepper. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, pimentão doce is... I was also mind blown when I found out that pimentão doce was paprika, because I kept seeing... I used pimentão doce all my life. I kept seeing paprika in cooking shows. When I found out that both were the same, I was like, what? Okay, this is starting to look good. What do I add more? Herbs will go later. Salt, I think it's enough. We can taste it when it's more cooked. Right now, I don't want to taste undercooked meat. You can add some of these right now or a little bit later. Okay, this... Oh, there's also the tomato pulp. Let's not forget. I was about to forget tomato pulp in my mind. That's quite important if you're making a lasagna. Yeah, we add the herbs. Then the tomato pulp. Like herbs and tomato pulp right after it. And then we add a little bit of sugar if needed. So let's leave this cooking for a bit. Minced meat takes a while to cook. This is probably one of the longest cooking stages of prepping the lasagna, the cooking of the meat. And we want it to be dry, because then the tomato pulp will reintroduce the moisture. Why are you crying, mathematician? What did I do wrong? Almost forgot the tomatoes. Ah, true, yes! That would have been probably one of the top ways to ruin your lasagna. Yeah, still a lot of moisture here. It still looks undercooked. It looks pinkish. Probably on camera it doesn't look that pinkish, but there are still pinkish places there. And for example, if you're, some people are like, oh, if I'm eating like a restaurant steak, they give me pink center and it's okay, so I can eat pink like minced meat as well. No. Because the reason why you can cook meat that's like pink inside and not on the outside, it depends on how like the muscle things work, how the bacteria disperses. It is actually a science that says you can just sear meat on the outside or cook on the inside. And also, for example, that can have pork mixed in. Sometimes minced meat is just cow, sometimes it can have pork. It also depends on the culture. If this has pork, you do not want to eat raw pork. Chicken is the same. Raw chicken, big no-no. Beef, like cow beef, because of the way the muscle fibers are, the way the bacteria spreads among the tissue, you can eat a lot of cow cuts without searing, with the inside being a bit raw. It depends on the recipe, true, but it also depends on biology and keeping safe. If a recipe tells me to eat raw meat, like raw chicken, I do not care what the recipe is, I will not eat raw chicken. Minced meat has too much surface area, so it needs to be... Yeah, it's about the surface area as well, exactly. And it's also about, as I said, different parts of the animal can get more or less bacteria. In minced meat you have a little bit of everything spread everywhere. You have more surface area, you have different fibers, different thingamajigs. Okay, it's starting to feel ready, a little bit more still. But now we are starting to, this is no longer super raw. And some of the onion lost the golden color. It's more transparent now, and that's normal because it boiled a little bit in the meat juices and the onion is integrated into the meat now. I will taste it a little bit before adding the tomato. It feels like it's soon ready to be tasted, but let's not go. Cook your fish, cook your sushi. I mean, the pure beef versus beef plus pig minced meat. Ah, yes. That is true. Yes. I understand what you mean now. Cook your fish, cook your sushi. It also depends on the country where you live. For example, raw eggs. Some people are like, would you eat a raw egg? And I'm like, in most European countries, if I'm buying them from big surfaces and not small farmers, yes, because most chickens are vaccinated and they can get into a lot of trouble, and they actually differentiate between eggs that are safe for consumption raw or not. In Germany we eat raw pig minced meat. Oh wow, that surprises me though. That one is a surprise for me. But yeah, here in Portugal, a lot of recipes I wouldn't mind eating raw eggs. In other places, it depends. I would have to talk with a local. It's very well regulated. Yeah, exactly, that's the thing. That is the thing. It's not like you go somewhere and you get this specific meat that I got from a random supermarket and you're like, yeah, let's eat it raw. That's very different. Okay, now the meat is all brown. Just a little bit more. I prefer to play it safe. And this is, some recipes can be ruined from overcooking. This one, since it gets the moisture from the tomato later, let's take a little piece and taste. It's called metbrochen. In Colm there is a traditional carnival breakfast that is like that. Damn. Food is such an interesting aspect of all cultures. Oh. Oh, that's good tasting meat. Just a tiny bit more salt. Tiny bit. But that's good. That's way better. The flavor is getting on point. Yes. That's way better than I was expecting. I was expecting it to taste a lot worse, if I'm honest. I thought I already ruined the process. But no. Okay, let's not go straight into the fire with our hands. Let's take a second piece out. On point. That extra dash of salt saved it. With lots of onions to counter the bacteria though. Ah, yes. Okay, now we add thyme and oregano. Let's add all of it there. Tasty. We add our herbs to give that Italian flavor. The freshness smell. Oh, we are also... No, fresh herbs a bit later. These are our dry herbs. Fresh herbs we add even later. Let's add our... Oh, I'm hugging the camera right now. Oh. Let's add our tomato. Our tomato puree. And we mix it and we let it simmer a little bit. Only the Germans would miss a hog. How many recipes don't have time? And we see now our meat is converting into a red, tasty color. Oh, this is starting to get lasagna coded now. Oh, this is the stuff we wanted. I'll bring it close to the camera soon. I just want to mix everything up. Grab the edge pieces. Like, look at this. Looks so good. This is textbook minced meat. Let me grab another sip of water. Yeah, I will throw some basil in. And throw the cooked pasta into the pot with the meat sauce. Ooh! That's interesting. That's not how I'm going to do it. So now I'm going to throw my herbs in and incorporate them. Some freshness. That's enough. I mean, I basically put all of it in. Now we have some green color, green and red. Cooking is all about the colors. Man, I just want to mix it. I really want to taste a piece of it. Grab the edge pieces, grab them all. I'm getting hungry seeing you cook. Mission accomplished! That means I'm doing a good job. Stop rotating. Only I can rotate. Okay, you have here a nice chunk. Always taste, like, as long as you're not tasting things that are raw or dangerous, whenever you can, taste your food before the next step. It does not need sugar. It does not need sugar. No, no, no. I'm not going to add any sugar at all. The amount of onions that we put in, and this was not pure tomato, it was tomato pulp. Sometimes you add sugar. This one, it would be a huge mistake to add sugar, in my opinion. I think it would ruin it. Okay, and now I think we're about... Let's put this in a very low power. Just to keep it warm. And let's move on to the next stage. There's a lot of small plates I need to clean up later. This can go there. The meat, now the flavors are developing. You can really taste the spice, the pepper. So are we going to skip the sauce bechamel? It's not a lasagna if you don't spend at least 80% of time on that. Yes, we are going to skip the sauce bechamel. I have pre-purchased sauce bechamel, mathematician. I'm not an expert in lasagna. I'm an expert in other dishes. In lasagna, I'm not an expert. And I have pre-purchased bechamel sauce. It is good pre-purchased bechamel sauce. Let me grab the... Is this dirty? No, it's not. Let me grab the measuring thingamajig. Grab the scissors. And hello, emoji translator. Are you just trolling? I'm cooking some lasagna. And let me see. Let me finish the bechamel sauce so I can be back on camera frame. As I said, I am a pro, so no brands will be shown. Oh, let's put that even lower. I'm going to put it at the minimum because I just remembered there's a whole bunch of things I want to prep here. I forgot about how many things go into assembling a lasagna. Getting the bechamel sauce ready. But yes, lasagna is 4 ingredients. It is the lasagna itself. By the way, I think lasagna, if there's any Italians, they can confirm. We all call lasagna the dish. I think lasagna is not the name of a dish. I think lasagna is the name of the pasta sheets. That is the lasagna. Lasagna is the pasta shape, if I remember correctly. So I am actually skipping the lasagna part of making a lasagna, if I'm technically using the right words. Just like spaghetti, exactly, and thank you, Crab and Toast. Just like spaghetti. And like spaghetti bolognese is not an Italian dish. Gnocchi with bolognese sauce I think is originally Italian. Spaghetti bolognese is not, if I remember correctly. Name a worse shape of pasta than spaghetti. Somebody touch my spaghetti. So, I finished cooking our bechamel sauce. I did an amazing job. I like to add a little bit of pepper. Pepper. Let's add a little bit of pepper to our bechamel sauce. I have a windmill grinder. Okay. Ritaraki, just use rice, shake my head. Thin strands are peak. Yeah, spaghetti can be... Oh, there's... Fettuccine, I think, is really... There's a lot of good dishes with fettuccine. I need to research my pasta shapes. I mean, there are worse shapes than spaghetti. I don't know why. The tubulinhos, the shoulders, the pipes that are an L piece, basically. L piece pipes annoy me as a pasta shape. I do not mind the bow ties, even though they also annoy me a little bit. But L-shaped pipes, straight pipes it's okay. L-shaped pipes annoy me in pasta. I think L-shaped pipes are my least favorite pasta shape. Oh, macaroni. Yes, it's kind of like macaroni. Pasta shape cascatelli. You're diving too much into lores I do not know. Ooh. Oh my god! Oh my god! I almost had a huge disaster. I picked up a spoon, the spoon hit something, it hit something, and my oregano flask started flipping, rolling off the table, and then landed in one of the chairs next to the table instead of going to the floor. And it's a pillowed chair, so nothing bad happened. That was such insane luck. Okay, this is still good texture. Elbow macaroni. Yes, elbow macaroni. They are good for pasta salads, true. I'm not a fan of most pasta salads though. I'm not a huge fan of cold pasta dishes. It's like cold potato dishes as well. We call it Russian salad here in Portugal. I don't know the international name. Where it's like boiled potatoes, mayo, and a bunch of stuff. I'm not the biggest fan. Why do you only do cool potato salad? Exactly. I think we call potato salad Russian salad in Portuguese. Okay, what else do I need? Oh, I need the cheeses. And this will be my first time using ricotta. And I need some mozzarella. Those are the two cheeses I'm using today. We are prepping the assembly stage. I need to finish this quickly. I'm spending way too much time off camera. Sweets and warms. I despise warm desserts. Oh, I like a lot of warm desserts. I mean, not a lot, actually, now that I think about it. So. Ah! Almost had a cheese disaster. Yeah, as you said, Kratos, all catastrophes occur off camera. Oh, I did something wrong with the cheese. Let me just plop it there. Okay. One moment, please. I'm processing cheese. I need another one of these. I think I'm going to need to. Should have prepped more things beforehand. Ah! Why am I fighting with so much cheese? Let me get back to the camera. Well, hello there! Cheese to meet ya! What about a handshake, my dear fella? Yeah, there was kind of a cheese calamity. Let me get another. I'm not wasting any food, not worry. Just half of it is in my hand. Let me get the other cheese. And try not to... Ah! My fridge is full of cheese! Like the door. I touched it with the wrong part of the hand. Okay, there it is, another cheese. I need a cameraman following me for these chaotic moments. I'm not using queijo da serra on the lasagna, no. I am not that cursed. Yet. If you all become members and subscribe and keep following and leaving likes, I will do a queijo da serra lasagna. And a francesinha. A lasagna francesinha. I will do... was just struggling to open the cheese. Cheesed fridge, yes. Okay. A francesinha is a pasta. Yes, the francesinha. I will do that. If we get... I am about to clean my hands for the first time since the stream started. I am about to give up. My hands are way too dirty. Yeah. This is like, okay, this is the cheese disaster zone. I've removed as much cheese as I could from my hands, now let me clean them. And let's not get water on my computer. It's right next to the faucet. The faucet. Okay. This is like, yeah, this is like an audiobook of cooking now because I'm off camera. All of this struggle to get this. A small chunk of cheese. Now let me get the other cheese. That's a nice pen. Thank you. I got cheesy scissors. Let me clean the cheese out of my scissors. Okay. Now I clean the cheese out of my scissors so I can use them to open the second cheese. Cheese, rock, paper, scissors when. Clean this. I'll be right back. This is the final step before I can be on camera. Oh, let me... Maybe it will be better. Okay, yeah, this looks better now. Now that I don't need that bright light. Look at the color of that meat. Look at how beautiful it is there. Waiting for the lasagna assembly. Okay, let's move on. And let's now we are cooking. Now we are cooking. Let's do a slow pan. Okay, we do not need giant olive oil bottle. We do not need... Oh, we need this. We need this cheese. We do not need the cutting board. Where do I put the cutting board? On the chair. Yes, cutting board goes to the... No, on... Why is there so many things here? On this side of the table? Yes. Okay. We need spatula. And we need... second type of cheese. There's more. I can refill this if this cheese bowl doesn't have enough cheese. 1 cheese, 2 cheese, meat there, bechamel sauce. Now we just need our lasagna container. Oh, this is heavy. Lasagna container. Forged in the the fires of Mount Doom. I love to see all the mess you are making. I may release some behind the scenes pictures later on. So we have here our black cauldron of lasagna. Oh, yeah, this looks better like this. And now I just need the lasagna itself. Ta-da. Okay. Lasagna sheets. Ah! Opening packages is being the hardest thing on this stream. And I don't want to do them on camera because I'm not sponsored. So my struggle is not even content. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every day? Ah! No, not things on the floor. Yeah, I've grabbed the scissors, I gave up. Choppy chop. And now, how do you assemble the lasagna? The first step is already a controversial one. Because a lot of people say bechamel on the bottom, others say meat on the bottom. I'm going to start with a very thin layer of... We have so much bechamel, I'm probably going to start with bechamel. And fun thing, I don't know if this is the same throughout all country, but in the north of Portugal, this tool that I'm using, it's called a Salazar. And that was the Portuguese dictator. And because this tool is used to take every single bit out of liquid from the container, it was like, oh, he was taking every single bit out of the pockets of the Portuguese people. So that's why it has the same name that our dictator is like, oh, it's taking every penny, it's taking every little ounce of... So the bottom layer can be quite soft, and this is just for the pasta to not glue. This is a thin layer. Oh, I just looked at the camera and like my container was covering all the action. Okay, so we have here bottom layer. Now, how will the lasagna logistics work? How big are these sheets? They're not that big. I'm thinking... How many do we have? 1, 2, 3... That's not a lot. Maybe... one here. And one here. Let's do 2 per layer. Yeah, this seems okay. How many layers will that be? That will tell us how much stuffing we need to put. Oh, that's not a lot. I wish I had more. Wow, so our layers will have to be quite dense. We have to put in a lot of stuff on each layer. Yeah, there's no more lasagna things. So, let's grab a whole lump of meat. Spread the meat, and this is how you make a lasagna. You are building up layer by layer. It's like how we as a community have reached monetization on YouTube, because we build up layer by layer. Each layer is a new member, a new viewer who decided to give a chance to my channel, TheNando. Formerly a facecam tuber, now a VTuber on YouTube. Oops. Who just punched the camera? So thank you. And as we grow, let us keep spreading meat on lasagna sheets. That's a good analogy for what it means to grow as a person, as a content creator, and as a human overall. This is what we are here for. Let me grab what do we have there? A fork can work. Yeah, let's add a little bit of cheese here in the middle. That's a whole load of chocolate cheese. The cheese is grabbing the meat. And this cheese can just be scattered around like this in small chunks. That's kind of a big chunk. The cheese will melt and spread. Ah! Okay, now I did a mess that you can see. Behold! The big chunk of cheese! Let's add a little bit of this cheese as well. And considering that we do not have a lot of layers, I'm even going to add bechamel to this layer as well. Or do I skip bechamel and go to the next layer and start the next layer? I think I'm going to skip bechamel on this one. And then add a bunch of it on the next layer. What cheeses are... Oh, good, great question. The chunks are ricotta. And the stringy cheese is mozzarella. Oh, we only have 2 more sheets. Cleaning my hands on the lasagna. So let's add a whole bunch of bechamel. We need bechamel for the top as well. So let's not go too overboard. Let's tuck in those corners. You could have done some origami there on the corners, make it look nicer. Yeah, this layer of bechamel is nice and solid. Yeah, that's going to go on the top. That final chunk. Yeah, we had some bechamel sauce. And now let's add some meat here. La la la. Now we add some cheese. Oh, let me just take care of that. Yeah, lasagna origami. Da, 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 da. Well, this stream for me, you guys are probably, the lasagna is never over. I just look at the time and I'm like, this much time has passed already. For me, it's flowing by so fast. I think we can finish this cheese on this layer. Behold the strategy. You have one clean hand and this is the dirty hand, and you use physics. You just shake your hand around and pieces will fall into the right place. This is no mistake. This is all happy little accidents. The cheese knows the way. You're just guiding. You're just guiding the cheese. The cheese itself, you just... Yes! That was a perfect plot to land on, cheese. Great job. Now you grab the final of this cheese. Oh, cheese. You know how to work. And now let's add some more mozzarella. How many layers will you use? Like 4 or 5. I would like to have more layers, but I don't have enough material for more. Let's turn that off now. Let's spray it a little bit better. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Now it's working. Oh, now it is working together. Oh, bravissimo. Look at... Tell me this does not taste good. Tell me. Let me leave this with on and... look at this. It looks so tasty. Now let's get 2 more layers. Wait, is this just playing the same music? It should be playing... No, it's alternating. Let me go to the next one. Yeah, I felt like switching the song now. I'm surprised the bass use is so large. Yeah, maybe doing a smaller bass would have been a better idea. But I mean, each lasagna has its own personality. Okay. Lasagna, you will now be branded as the Urukai. You are my strongest army. Purung, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. The white hand of Nando has marked the lasagna. They are now ready to battle. Oh, I was looking at the hours. I'm going to have this lined up perfectly with my dinner time. My timing was perfect on the lasagna cooking. Lasagna army, yes. Build me an army worthy of Sicily. Of Italy. Okay, there's a whole bunch of meat here. Let's... Now you can see that things are starting to look like a mess in terms of cleanliness. There's still one sheet there. I'm going to do, this is going to be a hybrid layer with just finishing the meat. Let me grab more cheese. I'm starting to get so hungry right now. I'm actually getting so hungry. Okay, more cheese. We have reloaded the cheese depository. Everything is safe. I'm going to have so much work cleaning this after. Cheese is good. So some cheese here. And as I said, this is a hybrid layer because I only have one sheet left and I do this. That's the hidden mysterious layer. Let me set the oven to preheat at 180 degrees Celsius. And now we do the final layer, which is bechamel on top. Let's grab every single spock of bechamel and spread it around. I wish we had more, but it's okay. Okay, now it is the time. You are seeing the process finishing. Now we just cook it in the oven. Do you have faith in this lasagna? How would you rate your faith level in this lasagna? What do you think the flavor will be like? Like on a 1 to 10 scale, how much faith do you have in the lasagna that I'm cooking? Taking those corners. Oh, that actually worked. Let's grab some more bechamel. Look at this. Let me see what chat was reading because I'm kind of far. Ah! Bechamel on the floor. Clean it before it gets sticky. Let me grab a thingy. Okay, let me see. And it is 80% lasagna and 20% double cheeseburger. Flavor is just ingredients, always a 10 out of 10. I would say 7 out of 10. Nice, nice, nice. I take those. 7 out of 10, I'm happy with that score. Okay, what's next? Oh, next is more cheese. You need to add a barrage of cheese on top. Yeah, that's enough cheese. Yeah, you just... Maybe that's too much cheese. Nah, there's no such thing as too much cheese. Yes. We are done with the preparation. Oof, this is so heavy. Let me show it to the camera. Now it's going to go to the oven and we're going to have a good chat. Because we have both, me and you chat, have to wait for this to cook. Because I want to taste it before the stream is over. Look at this! It is not a lasagna. I mean, it's a little bit lopsided. Let me focus the camera. Can I do it? Look at this. Amazing. Opa. Okay, now I need to move the camera a little bit. So I can put it in the oven. And probably there will be no oven camera. Too many reflexes and too hard to set up. But it won't take too long. It's just enough time for the cheese to develop into melted cheese. I will also taste it. Yes, I'll be around for a little bit more because I want to taste it on in front of you. My back. I feel the lasagna cooking fatigue. Let me check now how things are going over here. Okay. And now I know as well that my audio is not that great, but now I know that I can use my laptop for streaming. Because this is my first time streaming on my laptop. I'm not using my regular computer. And it could, I mean, probably it can't run a lot of games, but it could run the stream. So let's clean things up a little bit. That's what you do while you wait. I was like, I'm going to put things here, but this is a mess already. Okay, first let's take some things out to the trash. You can go to the trash, you can go to the trash. You can go to the trash. That's the first step of cleaning, is taking things out. Because after things are in the trash, they become a lot easier to... You have a lot more space to work with. Yeah, all of you are not trash, recycling. That's an important thing. Second lesson, recycling is important. So if you have recyclables, do recycle them. Separate your trashes, separate your garbages. Thankfully, Cooking Simulator is a low spec game. Yeah, we are playing Cooking Simulator today. Okay, that's also recyclable. And that's organics. I like now this is such a weird stream. This feels like a fever dream. You have a camera showing nothing, and I'm just walking around like, oh, this goes here, this goes there. Maybe I should leave this to after the stream. Okay, what do streamers do when they celebrate? Q&As. Does anyone have any questions? Any follower want to know a piece of Nando lore? Of course, I'm not the Nandolorian. This is Nando lore. And of course, no doxing. But if everyone wants to ask any piece of Nando lore, do feel free to do so. This is what streamers do. Clean what is on camera at least. Okay, okay. Yeah, this does not look that good. The bechamel. Do you know how you clean cheese? I'm going to teach you how to clean cheese. Some things belong in the trash, other things belong in the recycling. For cheese you just go cheese strands. Oh. That's how you clean cheese. Any news on the PhD developments? I'm finishing delivering all my paperwork tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not streaming to finish all paperwork, and then after I deliver all paperwork... It's no Cooking Simulator game without broken dishes, a bunch of half-cooked potatoes and badly cut vegetables and an overcooked steak served in a sauce that is pure water. True! But yeah, PhD, I submitted my thesis to my supervisors and they said, okay, here's our official opinion, it is ready to be defended. They gave me their official documents. I also submitted to the supervisor of the PhD program and things like that, and they were like, yeah, all of this is okay, you need to submit your CV, you need to submit a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm doing that paperwork. After that, probably it's going to be 1 or 2 months. I have my public defense, where I present with like a PowerPoint, I show what I did. I'm very confident in my work, so I think the public defense will either be top grade or very close to it. And after that public defense, a little bit more paperwork, probably. And after that paperwork, I'm completely free from the PhD. Free with it completed, because I could have given up, that's another way to be free. But I want to be free with it by a completion. The other ones I just threw randomly. These ones still have stuff. This has sugar, this has paprika, this has red pepper. And as I said, I'm not a wasteful person, so these will actually be stored properly. Not with the rest of the condiments, to not cause like contamination between those that have been extracted and those who are still sealed. But I will use them in the future. Okay, you 3 can go here. Oh nice, free is good, yes. I am a fan of pirates, always have been. And freedom is one of the symbols of pirates in media. Pirates symbolize freedom. This wasn't melting. No, it wasn't. Nah, it's nice, okay. Because I just noticed that I left it there in the pan, and polymers and heat are not good combos. No, but it's completely fine. The pan wasn't hot enough. Nice. I didn't want to ruin a kitchen utensil, and I could also ruin the pan as well, depending on the polymer. But no. Look at the remainings of our minced meat. Just see, there was not that much uncleaned stuff. Just a little bit of cheese everywhere. Just a little bit of minced meat. We can remove the garlic and the onion. I mean, they can stay there. They're decorative. Let's clean this spot first. I like how me cleaning goes with hands into... Yes, that is cleaning. Yeah, they can go there now. More towards the behind the scenes. And now we have all of this. And how do I tackle this? Where do I have a panino? A cloth. This feels like it should work. Doesn't smell horrible. So look at this cooking simulator. I'm way better at cooking than I am at cleaning. I'm good at cleaning, but it's usually dusting and vacuuming, not cleaning moist stuff. Cleaning moist stuff is not my expertise. I am a very clean person. My room is super tidy. I am clean because I love having things that are clean. Okay, things are already looking better. Let's grab one of these. The lone onion can be fried to onion ring. Oh, this isn't. Oh, that one. That one we could make an onion ring. I'm just okay. The lasagna is doing something. The only reason why I'm not doing an onion ring right now, like right exactly now, is that it's a very dirty process. You need to make the batter, you need to fry them, then you need a little bit of depth to the oil to allow I don't like deep frying, but even shallow frying, something like that, requires a little bit of oil. That's the only reason I'm not deep frying that onion right now, because onion rings are a lot of work. Let's transfer these to there. Okay, now we envelop this. Nice. And now you use this to finish this. Look at that. A clean surface. 10 out of 10. Let me not kick the camera. The lone one. Never forget the struggles of the lone onion. How much? Wow, I spent less than 40% of my phone battery. My phone is the current camera. I'm surprised at how well it is endured. I had a power bank and everything ready if needed, but it won't be needed at all. Yeah, we have our tasting, and let's get our... Okay. Let's get our stand ready. Everything prepped for the lasagna. The lasagna will go here. Cuisine. Ooh la la. And then we have our plate. Our knife and our fork. Going to hide them here because they are very reflective. And let's add a paper thing. I'm surprised, like, none of the things that could, like, if I get my boinas dirty, I would be very mad. No, none of those things got dirty. Let's get do I still remember how to make origami out of these? How did you do it? I used to know. I do not remember at all. Okay, let's start with the big one. And this is not thick enough. It's split into two. No! Get back! I need your thickness. OP high grade tech, exactly. And Strof, hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. We are cooking lasagna. I know it's quite a different stream today. I was cooking lasagna, and now we are just waiting for it to get ready in the oven, and I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. Today I'm celebrating my milestone of getting monetized on YouTube. I'm now monetized on both Twitch and YouTube. And right now I don't have a lot of perks ready for monetization, but I will have better emotes, better badges. Probably in my Discord server I'm going to add a room for paid supporters only. But those are future plans. I need to take things one step at a time. And now, while I'm waiting for the lasagna, I'm trying to do napkin origami, which will probably go horrible. How did this go? I think I'm missing some steps. The fact that this has way too many sheets because these are two things glued together does not help. I have a really nice day today. Oh, I'm very glad. Very glad you're having a good day. I also had a great day today. And now, will this work? I don't think it will. It is a mess. It should be like a fun hat. But because the paper is not thick enough, there was an attempt. I mean, looks nice. Looks like something. Yeah, we're just waiting for lasagna to cook right now. Just get a few things here packed. And I'll be back on camera with my hands. Do not worry. Just want to make things look a little bit more neat. because my kitchen became a little bit of a mess. There was quite a lot of chaos going on throughout the cooking. But chaos can be tamed. Oh, am I connected? I have a thing saying connecting to chat, I hope. Am I live? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you see me? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, let me sit down. Test. Okay, it should be working now. Yes. Hello, hello, Terakawa Hana. Ich will. Let's go. Woo, happy 500 years. Exactly. Are you using true vintage ingredients? I mean, is store-bought pre-made lasagna sheets vintage? If store-bought lasagna sheets are vintage, I am. Okay, the lasagna is still way too untoasted. We can hear you. Ah, thank you, thank you. I'm just resting now. Anything can be vintage if you pretend hard enough. True. What? VTubers are vintage nowadays even. Have you seen how much how much time has passed since VTubers were first conceptualized? Let me grab, I know what we need right now. Let me grab my final form. Behold, this is my final form. This is the true nature of the Nando. Yes, sometimes you are watching me as a VTuber and you wonder, oh, how does he look in real life? This is my true form. Hello, hello, I'm the Nando. Welcome to stream. I cooked a very good, yeah, this is so adorable. Untoasted is the harshest insult I can think of. That's so cute, yeah, and some people see this and they're like, oh, did he commission this? Is this, because it does look like my model quite a bit. Let me put them side by side. Left, right, camera. Okay, yeah, they look very similar. Like Kiro-sana, what? I do not know that terminology. But this is not commissioned. I found this at a store for sale like this, and I was like, oh, that looks exactly like me. Ghost Streamer VTuber 2. Oh, I need to check more Ghost Streamers, and I want to do more Go content as well. That is a promise here. I'm going to do more. I mean, at least once a week I'm always doing. The thing is, I also have a lot of projects outside of streaming, and I want to invest in those as well. And it's the summer. Summer is a hard time for routines. At least here. Summer can be quite tricky to get a solid routine going, but also have a plush stall. Oh, I've seen some VTubers who actually have rigged plushies, and they use the plushies to talk. Like, the VTuber is a plush itself. Iron Mouse, I know, has a model like that. And, oh, by the way, speaking of Go, I am going to do cosplay. I don't know if you were here when I talked about it, Stroff. I've talked about this on stream. I'm going to do cosplay of Fujiwara Sai from Ikaro no Go in the next anime convention here in Portugal to promote the board game. But yeah, this was just something I found at the store and I buy it. Oh, thanks for dropping the link. Thank you, thank you. I will check it later. I need to check more in the Go stuff. Ah, I forgot the name. He was here earlier. Let me check here on the Twitch record. Vexel Cafe. Yes, I still want to watch more Vexel Cafe streams as well. Seems really, really cool content creator. But yes, this is my final form. And yes, the Vexel emote. I want to also have better emotes. That's my problem. Problem and advantage overall is that I stream Go, I stream Age of Empires, I have way too many interests. Now I'm cooking lasagna. I also like studying languages because I speak Portuguese, I speak English, hablo un poquito de español. Nihongo ga hanasemasu, ima wa nihongo o benkyou shite imasu kedo, 僕の日本語はまだ上手じゃない。もっと練習しなければなりません。はいはいはい。So I have a lot of interests. I'm someone who likes to do stuff, to invest in stuff. I like how you can see the wind, like woo, woo, blowing on the... I look like I love this, but I look a little bit like I'm balding here on the backside. I have more hair than this. I need to update this to be more lore accurate. I am not balding, by the way. Nando is not balding, that's true lore. Let me grab a drink, because summer is being very summer this year for almost everyone. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who join later, let's invite some Vexel stream. I'll give you a sub. Oh, thank you, thank you. But yeah, in terms of yeah, I'll join Vexel probably on a future stream. No, not join. Join in chat. But I completely... Oh, my voice. Yes, I went back to where my line of thought was. My voice today doesn't sound as clear as usual because I'm speaking with a wireless headphone, because the logistics of this are already complicated enough. If I was speaking through my regular setup, I would be doomed. Let's up the heat on the lasagna. It's taking quite a while to cook. So let's up the heat a little bit. Does it smell lasagna-y? It smells lasagna-y, yes. I don't want to open the oven right now because a lot of recipes can be ruined by premature opening, like if you're cooking a souffle. Oh, that's another thing that's very important when it comes to cooking. When I'm cooking main dishes like this, I just go by emotion. I taste and I go by vibe. I love cooking desserts. I think I'm better at cooking desserts than main dishes. And desserts is the opposite. I'm a scientist when I'm cooking desserts. I follow the instructions down to a T, and they turn out spectacular, and I take notes and I optimize the recipe for the next time. My approach to desserts and to main dishes is completely different. Yeah, today, Terakawa Hana was very... Why am I using your full name? Hana. That weird story. It sounds way too formal. Today, I was cooking with a lot of vibes earlier on. I spent half an hour cutting an onion, but that's another story. Some hydration. Let's get some tap water as well. Tap water in Portugal is very safe to drink in most regions. I mean, I say that, and I know that in some regions there were some water issues a while ago, but I think most of them have been fixed. But yeah, you cook with emotions, you cook with a heart. Cooking is a manifestation of cultures, and cultures are not sciences. Okay, the lasagna is starting to brown in some places, but very white in others. No, it's also getting brown there. Okay, it's starting... It's getting some weird textures, some weird curves. But I still have faith. This stream is being so inspiring that I'm starting my own cooking right now. Let's go! Sometimes I do wonder, like, I think most cooking channels nowadays, you need to either have a lot of skill or have a good twist. Like a lot of personality, a lot of character. You tackle some things that others don't, or tackle them in a way. It could be regional cooking, it could be your accent, it could be the production levels. But sometimes I do wonder, like, an alternate timeline where I would be doing cooking streams. Other ideas I flirt with, I think, oh, this idea maybe someday. Cooking streams, honestly, I will mix them from time to time for variety, but I can't imagine myself being a main cooking stream channel. I don't know why. I can imagine, for example, writing in the future being more prevalent in the channel. I can imagine myself having a writing career. Cooking, I don't know why, I've never saw it as something that... I like cooking, I like eating even more, and I like eating what I cook. If I'm the one who cooked the meal, it always tastes better. But I cannot imagine myself as being a main cooking channel. Okay, checking. I need to eat something really quick because of diabetes. I need to be careful with my blood sugar levels. So I'm just going to take a quick snack before dinner. Because I was moving around quite a bit and I need to watch out for that. I do know, I was feeling it. When I stopped talking, I was like, I know these symptoms. I know this. But yeah, cooking is a part of culture, is a part of self-expression. Cooking for others is also super why? I need to drop super as an adjective. I don't know why I say super many times. Cooking for others is also extremely pleasant. It's something that makes social gatherings for me way more fun. If I'm the host, some people do not like hosting, they just want to be guests. I love being the host and I love cooking for a group of people. I love seeing people like, oh, how did you get these flavors? How did you balance the stuff? This tastes so good. And oh, I see the big emote. Wait. Chat something on Vexel's channels. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I'm going to do that real quick. Oh, this is the wrong Vexel. Wait. Let me just do this real quick. I do not want to chat on some random Vexel's channels. Vexel Cafe. Chat, here I go. Yeah, I see it. Do not worry. And thank you so much for your generosity, Stroff. You're a very kind supporter. Thank you. Huge shout out to you. But yeah, now this is the equivalent of watching paint dry. I'm watching Lasagna cook. There's a piece there that looks way too overcharred. One specific spot. This is not a homogeneous lasagna. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Stroff. Thank you so much for all of your support here. It does mean a lot to me. But now I'm like, okay, 3 more minutes, that's all the time I'm giving this lasagna to cook. But yeah, another priority for my near future as well. I'm taking huge strides on content creation, but I also want to finish my book. I wrote a fantasy book, very long fantasy book, during my PhD, and I want to finish it. I want to publish it. I'm someone who, some people write for themselves. I write for myself as well. I'm my The main reason I write is for my own enjoyment, but I do want to publish it, and that's something that takes time and effort. And I want to finish my own book, publish it, have it in stores. So many projects, so many things to think about, and sometimes all you need is to do the opposite. Sometimes you focus so much on all of your objectives, on all your milestones. Cooking is good because it forces you to slow down. It forces you to be like, okay, I cannot rush this right now. I need to wait for the lasagna to be ready. And I think, yeah, 2 more minutes and I'm going to remove it. And an important thing on lasagna cooking is that we are going to have to wait more. Because when you cook a lasagna, you do not want to cut it straight away. It's all going to fall apart. You actually want to wait a little bit before cooking. Before cutting. That is an important detail. Let me just take care of a thing here. Oh! Camera, do not... Oh! Up! Watch out. All is fine. Yes, thumbs up. Okay. Please stand by, exactly. So. And now I wonder if anyone wants to reveal. This is... when I ask questions to viewers, only reveal as much as you are comfortable with revealing. My question is, what are you having for your next meal? If it's dinner, or if you just had a meal like dinner and lunch, what was your meal? Was it a lasagna? Was it some chicken nuggets? Was it some vegetarian salad, or some vegetarian like tofu dish? I am curious. If you want to share, was it some bread with butter or bread with cheese? If you're Dutch, I wouldn't be surprised if your meal was just bread with peanut butter. Okay, I think the lasagna is done. I'm going to turn off the oven, wait for it to cool down a little bit before opening. Then we'll have the miasma of heat spreading Math Magician. Rice, peas and lentils in some coconut milk and Indian spices. Ooh, that sounds very tasty. I had some chicken nuggets. I got one! And sausage with some dipping sauce and homemade tomatoes. Homegrown tomatoes, not homemade tomatoes. Oh, that sounds so good. I am preparing tomato pasta with chicken thighs. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I like pizza, all pizzas. Oh, another staple. Pizza is a very versatile dish. But yeah, out of all of them, I like all of your suggestions, but I'm someone, like, some people are like, oh, people talk about, like, fast food, and it's not that good, nothing that's better than the good salad. Some people have that talk, and I'm like, no, no, no. I do not eat fatty food because it's bad for me, but if I could, I would eat nuggets every single meal. So for me, chicken nuggets and sausage wins. Sorry, but I am that kind of person. If I could, I mean, probably I would go oversaturated, but I'm the kind of person, if I could get like pizza, hot dogs, nuggets, I'll be like, ah, yes. I just don't do it because I need to be careful with my health. Like everyone has. Okay, I'm going to open up the oven. Let me move the camera a little bit because it's kinda in the way of the door. Are you hyped for the lasagna reveal? Ooh. Nice smell. Let me get a cloth so I don't burn myself. A dry cloth. By the way, that's very important, because water really boosts the heat conductivity. So you do not want to use wet cloths when you're carrying out warm stuff. Let me adjust the camera angle a bit. And we are almost ready for the lasagna reveal. Was I able to make a good lasagna? Am I worthy of my title as a lasagna store owner? Oh, it's looking nice. Stroff, yes, exactly. I don't care about other people's opinions about fast food because it's too tasty to listen to anyone. Yes, that's my opinion as well. This is so heavy. Behold! Havemos lasagna! Ah, this looks nice! Ta-da! Lasagna reveal on stream. I want to get it closer to the camera, but the cloth just covers it all. Look at this. Okay, it's getting warm. Now that's a 1800 euro lasagna, exactly. Let's go, lasagna reveal. That looks delicious. Yeah, it does. It looks so tasty. Now this is the important part. You need to show control and self-restraint. You want to jump into the lasagna, but you need to wait for it to cool down a little bit. So the layers get a little bit harder and it doesn't splatter everywhere when you cut it. Can I zoom in? Let me see if I can zoom in. Yes, enhance. Oh yes, I'm going to leave this frame a little bit. While we wait to cook, no one wants to see me. No one wants anything like what. This is what we are here for. We are not here for 500 subs. We are here for lasagna. Look at that. That looks so good. I'm going to screenshot this for later on. Let me grab my plushy version of myself. Let's to cut a little bit more. We have to wait a little bit more before cutting. That is important. I'm not going to wait a lot of time, but you have to be patient. I'm trying to see what's going to be the best screenshot here. Now, this is more realistic, but does not look good. Do not put the... I don't know not to put the thing in the lasagna. The plush in the lasagna. I like this going from the side of the screen. Hello! I cook lasagna. Yeah, I'm not going to keep you waiting for too long, but we're going to wait a little bit before the lasagna. It looks good! Have you seen VTubers cooking a lasagna that looks better than that? Oh, sound test, sound test. Yeah, I can hear the knife scraping on the top. Like it's crispy. You probably can't hear it because it's too far away from the phones. Wait, I'm going to do something stupid. Did that work? Could you hear the sound? The scraping sound? I have no idea if that worked or not. Do you add mayo on lasagna, Nando? No, I do not add mayo. This is how it is going to be. Everything is there already. I wonder if this captured the scraping sounds or not at all. But yeah, this is my first handcam. Next handcam I need to prep more stuff. I can do a battle, like onion versus garlic, having them. I play Duel of the Fates. Who is going to win, onion or the garlic? But no, I do not add mayo. Neither do I add ketchup. Add some condiments to create 500. Ooh. That's a good idea, writing 500 on it. Ketchup would be too much of a heresy. What could I add? I like the idea of writing, while we wait, I like the idea. I see bread cubes? Do I write 500 with bread cubes? I don't think that's a good idea. How are bread cubes? Croutons, I think that's the name. Tomato pulp? I spent all of my tomato pulp already. I spent it all. The thing is, for example, I have oreganos, but I feel like it's going to be such a high density of oreganos to be visible, and I don't want to butcher the lasagna. It could be like, the good thing about bread cubes is that they would be easy to remove later. I cook lasagna, thank you for the clip. I'm going to check it. I only check clips after the stream, but thank you, thank you. I'm looking at my fridge, searching for inspiration. Oh, I can get some what's the name of this in English again? Some manjericão. Raw manjericão is very good. What's the name of parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme? Which one is this? Basil? Is this basil? I think it's basil. I think this is basil. Let's get some fresh basil. Okay. Can I write 500 with this? I think I can. Because basil tastes great even raw. So a 5 goes like that. Yeah, I think basil is a good idea. Let me see, I want to center it on the camera, it doesn't matter what my vision is, it has to look good on camera itself. Oh, the smell, fresh basil smells so lovely. Yeah, I like the idea, this is a celebration, I need to write the 500 on camera. And this is a good way for us to wait for the lasagna to cool down. And now it just needs strands to make the two O's. And this is tasty. I'm not adding something that's a waste. Fresh basil tastes so good. I feel like a kid doing like one of those school projects, like writing your name with macaroni or something. Let's get some another chunk of leaves. How is this looking, chat? I'm just reinforcing the O there, making it clearer. Oh, not a lot of space for the final O. You can squeeze it in. That was a great idea to write the 500. Leave it alone! My girlfriend says it looks beautiful and delicious. Thank you, Rodrigo! Welcome to the stream and thank you for the congratulations. I think this is looking nice, the 500. I think this is such a good idea, Van. And I think it's understandable that this is a 500. Yeah, it is yeah, it is perceptible. It is so cool. I really like, yeah, it is readable. The 500. Let's go. Thanks for the great idea. 500 subs. 500! Let's go! Here's to 500 more. So cool. Yeah, this was a great idea. But now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Do I have the instruments? Oh, I think I put them there. Okay, I have that. A spatula. Let's spatulate this lasagna. Let's see. This side looks tastier. I want to go for the tastier side. Okay. Okay. Getting here a lasagna square. Come on. Ah, let's use a knife to help. Yeah, knife was a good idea. Chopping a lasagna is harder than cooking a lasagna. Is this still warm? Let's use that. Do not run away, lasagna. Want a nice cheese pool? Oh, it's looking so good. Oh, look at this. Move the camera. Look at this cremosity. Okay, let's... Oh! Let's grab some of these that stayed behind. Now that's a lasagna! Okay, we can get a spatula here, and now what I want to show. Let me read. Next is going to be a 1k layer lasagna. Yes, 1k layer croissant. Okay, let's pan over. Okay, this is the plate. I'm going to show you just a little bit of the layering. Yeah, the cheese has melted. You can see that it is indeed a lasagna. And now I'm going to take the first bite. Will it taste well, or will it be disastrous? Oh, the cheese pool. Yummy. Hello, hello, guts. Yeah, everyone's here, and King Ameno is also here. Everyone's here for the most important part. Behold, this is a 500 sub lasagna. Yes, it focused in. And now I'm about to do the taste test. Let's see how this tastes. It tastes so unique. It tastes very unique. The herb flavor and the pepper. Very herby and very peppery. But it tastes really, really good. I'm glad it doesn't taste like a standard lasagna, because it's like, why are you cooking this if it's going to taste like a standard lasagna? It tastes very different, but it is really, really good. Wow, this is a superb lasagna. Very herby and peppery. It doesn't taste like any lasagna I've had before, and it's very cheesy as well. The cheeses are well balanced. Neither the cheese nor the bechamel are overpowering. Dungeon Meshi. Pepper goes well in everything somehow. True. That first bite wasn't a fluke. This is so good. This is a great lasagna. This is... Let me... I've bit into one of the zeros there, but this is a superb lasagna. Mission accomplished. Don't worry, I won't be eating the entire thing on camera. It won't be like, oh, you have to hear me to listen to me eating right now. No, no, no. But this is a massive success. It is so good. Now I can see Nando will cook lasagna every day. I will cook more lasagna. The meat is so well balanced. Maybe remove a little bit of the herbs, of the thyme, basil and everything. But honestly, like the pepper, it tastes a lot of pepper, but it is perfect, the pepper, in this regard. I like the herbiness as well. I wouldn't change a thing in this lasagna. We have created the Nando official lasagna. The 500 subs lasagna. Patented recipes here on camera. You all saw how it works. If you want to recreate it, you can do your own Nando lasagna. But yeah, that was it. We've done it. I'm monetized. I have members now on YouTube and subscribers on Twitch. The channel is growing, and it is growing not only thanks to my efforts. Yes, oh wait, this guy here is great, but also thanks to you guys, the viewers. It's hard to move. Yes, thanks to you. I'm pointing. I mean, they say pointing is ugly, so let's not point. Thanks to you. Let's do it like this instead. Who are supporting me? Who are showing a lot of hype here on the channel? Who show up for all of my crazy shenanigans? Some of you have been here almost since the start. Others showed up along the way. Some of you have provided fan art and things like that. Like, it's been a a little bit over 2-year journey. And I have no idea where the journey is heading, and that's what makes it fun. Glad to find you. Thank you so much, Strof. Yes, you're more recent here in the channel, but it is cool that we have people that have been here for longer, people who are new here. I've also expanded to Twitch over the time. Stream on Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, I'm going... This Friday I'll be streaming Go. Now I'm just going over the schedule. It's like emotional speech. Okay, Friday Go. Saturday I'm back in Age of Empires. Just going over the routine. But nah, I often say this to everyone. Celebrating is one of the most important things. For example, I can look at other streamers. I'm like in Tashko pose right now. I can look at other streamers, and there are streamers who gain 500 subs in 1 minute. Like, there are streamers who have millions of subs. I mean, subs on YouTube, the language, followers on Twitch. Yeah, you know what I mean. There are streamers who gain 500 followers in 1 second if they have to. Well, that doesn't take anything away from the merit that I got my own 500 followers on YouTube and I'm growing on Twitch. Comparison is the bane of joy, and you should be joyful, because we are here to be joyful. Why not be joyful if you can? And I think it's very important. I've talked to some big streamers. When I say big streamers, I say that I've been chatting with some that have millions of followers, and they say, oh, my biggest regret is not celebrating my smaller milestones along the way. And that's important in everything. That's important in if you're content creation, or if you're following like weight loss gains, or weight loss objectives, or if you're getting buffed, if you're preparing to run in a marathon. If you're an artist, it can be harder to find objective metrics, but you can find metrics for your progress. And it is important to celebrate your own journey, because that's what matters to you. It is your own journey. You should also celebrate others' journey and be supportive, but at the end of the day... Wait, you have a you plushie? Yes, King Ameno! I found it at a store. This is not custom made. I found this randomly at a store, and it's a me plushie. It looks exactly like me. Yes, I have a me plushie. It is so cool. Never underestimate the things. I also have, let me show, this is a reveal. Some people will know this reference, some others. This is part of my collection as well. You'll probably know this plushie as well. King Ameno. Oh. Jump scare, super close to the camera. This is Lady Saffron. She's the one, she's my VTuber papa, the one who, I'm not moving right now, but she's the one who made me move. And this is a sock puppet of her model. But yeah, I have a lot of random and cool stuff. And of course I am very thankful for the people who I've worked with along VTubing. I feel like my journey as a content creator is insane. The fact that my first ever online stream was with Hera, and for those of you who don't know, Hera is a streamer with 2,000 followers, no, 2,000 daily viewers, way more than 2,000 followers. I've collabed with a lot of great people, I've met a lot of great people, like I've got to meet offline some people that I first met online, I've got to do a lot of crazy collabs. Take my money. If you want to give me your money, gods, you can now join membership and give me super chats. No, this is not about me selling off. This is just about celebration. I have a lot of days going forward to sell off and to make you yeah, goals for the future. I've reached 500 subs, now I need to sell off more. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream soon, and there are many reasons for it. The main reason is that I want to dig in. I want to dig into that lasagna. Lasagna is waiting, and it won't get better by waiting. Now it's the peak time for lasagna consumption. So yeah, thank you everyone, and I'll keep doing this. Keep streaming in the regular, and let's do more fun stuff, and let's meet at the next celebration. Probably 1,000 subs on YouTube, or maybe, I don't know, I need to think of a follower number on Twitch or a subscriber number, but yeah. Let's keep going. And yeah, enjoy the lasagna, the stream was epic. Yeah, it was experimental. I like to be experimental. I like to do new stuff, new challenges for me. And this was a new challenge. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone, and have a good one. I just forgot! I had the music prepared for the lasagna reveal. Let me just show it. This music should be playing when I reveal the lasagna. It's going to start, it's building up. I missed the beat! I wanted to have this playing from the lasagna reveal. Why did I forget? I was so excited. Okay, let's end this. So dramatic. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.